Alright farmers, welcome back to the channel. So today we've got some new mods. Right, first the updates. The first one is the Massey Ferguson Next Edition by Alice Agra Ole, 19.36 megabyte on the download. In the changelogs it's got doors animated, decals overworked and minor bugs fixed. And then the second update for the day is the Massey Ferguson 9407S by KRKZ Modding, 16.16 megabyte on the download. And in the changelog that's got tinted windows option added, various bugs fixed, visual and interior, wheel configuration added, Trelleborg, added sound details and model con changed. Mod icon changed. Model con. Dear oh dear. Right, let's carry on. So the first mod we've got today is the liquid manure storage. This is by Mephius, 10.28 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find this in the construction menu. We'll go into there and then under silos, so we'll scroll along to find it. So we've got two options. We've got 25 grand and 50 grand. Obviously the 25 grand is this one there, and then the 50 grand is that one there. So the 25 grand, that's going to hold 70,000 litres. Then the 50 grand one is going to hold 140,000 litres. So obviously your load in and load out points at the front. If you need somewhere to store your liquid manure, you can have two big tanks of shit. Next up is Big Wooden Shed. This is by Macca, 10.20 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this in the construction menu and under sheds. So we'll scroll back along to find it. There we are, 9,900 to buy. Place it down and you got yourself a shed. Been nicely detailed on the old woodwork, dry through, that's always good. So if you need a big area to store your stuff under, this is alright, that is. Right, next up is Shed, also by Macca, 9.59 megabyte on the download, and again you're going to find this in the construction menu and under sheds. So we'll scroll back along for this one. There we are, 4.5 grand to buy. Place it down. Obviously not the drive-through option like the previous one, but you back your stuff into here. I mean, if you do want to place down some root crops, obviously you've got the brick walls there, going to keep it all in check. That's alright, that is. Right, next up we've got hay storage, again by Macca. So that's the third one we've had from them today. 3.41 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find this in the construction menu and under silos. 9,850 to buy, 250,000 litre capacity. Excellent. Obviously you take out your straw there, no, hay, sorry. Take out your hay out the spout, and then down this side is where you put it in. You want to store some hay for your animals? That's very nice indeed. Right, next up is Pig Food Production. This is by Omatana, 0.95 megabyte on the download. And you'll find this in the construction menu and then under productions and factories. So there it is, 20 grand to place down. And you can make pig food. So obviously you take out from that spout. You load in over the grating. So if we come to the production chain menu, so we've got three options. You've got corn pig food, sorghum pig food and potato pig food. So the corn pig food, you're going to need 450 corn, 250, is that barley? I think so. 200 canola and 100 sugar beet, and that's going to give you 1,000 pig food. You then got the sorghum pig food, so that's 450 sorghum, 250 wheat, 200 canola and 100 potato, so that's going to give you 1,000 again. Then the potato recipe, 500 potato, 200 sorghum, 200 barley and 100 soybean. Yeah, if you've got pigs on the go, you want to make a bit of pig food for you, that's alright, that is. Right, next up is Farm Production Pack. This is by Omatana again, 43.09 megabyte on the download, and this is ace. There's a few things to this pack, so we'll start off. So we're going to construction menu, then under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along to get to the start of it all. Right, so the options we got here. So we got farm production stone, farm production barn medium, and then farm production alpine style, then farm production plaster. So this is going to do all the new things that this mod brings into the game. So this gives you different outputs, which is excellent. You then carry on with the options. You've got production, potato production small stone, potato production small white, then small red. Then got bakery production small stone, white and red. And then you've got dairy production stone, white, red. You've got fruit production small stone, white and red. Oil production small stone, white and red. And then cereal production small stone, white and red. So obviously the cereal production is going to do your cereals, your oil production is going to do your oil, your fruit production is going to do your fruit based products, and then your dairy, obviously dairy based products, and then your bakery based products, obviously given the name. Potato, obviously potato root crop style products, and then the farm production does them all. So I've placed the red barn down here, and as you can see we've got some popcorn on the go. So this is your pallet spawn point. Obviously there you load into it, and if we go into the production chain menu like so, this is what we can make. So we can now make french fries, premium potatoes, spaghetti, tomato sauce, mixed salad, oat drink, oatmeal, popcorn, soybean drink, strawberry ice cream, wheat flour, barley flour, sugar beet sugar, bread, cake, raisins, grape juice, sunflower oil, canola oil, olive oil, cereal, butter, cheese, and that's your options. So obviously from the sugar beet sugar down, from the wheat flour down, obviously they're standard base game things. But the extra ones you've got there, that's ace. So you got french fries, potatoes in, 5 potatoes in, you get 4 french fries. 5 potatoes and water, you get 4 premium potatoes and 2 pig food. You then put flour in and get spaghetti out. Tomatoes in, tomato sauce, obviously you get out. Tomatoes and lettuce, you get mixed salad out. Oat drinks, oats and water, oat drink out. Oat straight in, you get oatmeal out. Corn in, and then you get popcorn out. Soybean and water in, you get soybean drink out. And then milk and strawberry in, and you get strawberry ice cream. Now there is one strange thing about this. Now I put in 12,000 litres of corn to do the popcorn, and it come up at 72,000 straight away. So I've run this for a month. I've got these pallets here, 700 litres each. Yeah, so what's that? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. 4,200 litres of popcorn. But I've still got 72,000 litres in the production chain, which is very strange. Very strange indeed. I mean, I've got 536 popcorn still in there. That's alright. I mean, that's great. So you can't complain about that. Also, because I've still got the liftable pallet mod still installed, I can lift them up. It works on this one as well. Excellent. Now, on the back of that, what you're also going to need to do, because this is extra production output, you're going to need to place down a sell point for it. So if we go in the construction menu again, we go to productions and selling points, we've got these options here. So you've got shop, grocery store plastered, market stall that I've placed down, selling station grain gate, and then selling station plain. So if you wanted to place the selling station plain, so place that down there. Obviously that looks like any other hatched area. So if you want to put that by a building that's already on the map, looks a little bit more inconspicuous, shall we say. You can sell your stuff off. That's a great pack. Adding different elements into it. I mean, the stuff that's in there is stuff that you wouldn't normally sell or use in a production chain already. You know, potatoes and tomatoes and whatever. You're making use of everything now in a production menu. That's brilliant. I like that a lot. Very nice. Right, next up we got the Maxi interface. This is by Equip Modding. 0.56 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Telehandler tools. So this is going to be an attacher you can put on the front of your telehandler that then allows you to attach to 3-point hitches. Excellent. The options you got there are Sans Acroc or then with Terrace. That's a little trailer hitch for you. So obviously you go for whichever one you want. Then you change the main colour, either black or grey. If you've got some stuff to move around and you've got your telehandler spare, this could be alright for you. Right, next up we got the JCB telehandler attachment. This is by Rossen Mods, 5.62 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these under the telehandler tools. So we've got the grain shovel 3000 with a 3000 litre capacity. We then got the bale fork. We got manure fork with a 2000 litre capacity. Silage fork with a 4,500 litre capacity, and then we've got a grain shovel 5,000 litre on a bucket. That is brilliant. Right, so if we go into the grain shovel, the options you got there are standard or JCB Q-fit. So that's your attacher on the back. Then in the bale fork, obviously we've got design, standard, layout 1, layout 2, layout 3, layout 4, then back to standard. Attacher type, so standard again, then the Q-fit. Then if we go onto the manure fork, so it's standard attacher and then the Q-fit. Silage fork, same again, standard and Q-fit. And then the grain shovel 5,000 litres on a bucket. That's ace. So you can just have to change on the attachers on the back. Ah, that is brilliant. 5,000. You need to just shovel a load of stuff out. 5,000 litre capacity. That is brilliant. Right, next up we got Harrow's U211-2. This is by Hadgetail Mods, 3.47 megabyte on the download. And even though it's called a Harrow, it's found under cultivators. So this requires 20 horsepower from your tractor. Squeezes just out of the range of the small equipment warning. Oh, you little blighter. And it's going to have a 10 mile an hour working speed. So the options you got there, you can have tyres, no or yes. So it puts a bit of extra weight onto it. Then you've got a main colour, we'll go with a red, changes the main frame. The design colour, we'll go with a blue, changes the actual digging parts, I suppose. What's the best way to describe it? The parts that go into the ground. 800 to buy, so nice and cheap. Obviously, it is still small. I mean, 3.5 meters, it's not big, but, you know, this could be alright if you've got some small fields on the go. Yep, this definitely has come under the warning of 2.8 meters. Alright, this is the Lizard CMIP 11FP300. That's a big name. This is by Pepe978, 4.04 megabytes on the download. It's going to require 130 horsepower from your tractor, 2.8 meter working width, and a 9 mile an hour working speed. So this definitely is on the small side. So main colour, we can change to any one of those. So you go for whichever one you want. 6.5 grand as standard. I mean, it does look nice, but 2.8 meters, that is not very big at all. Right, next up we've got the carry pack. This is by NicoPix, 60.85 megabyte on the download. There's quite a lot to this pack. So the first one we got is the Xenos. This is going to be found under cultivators. So you've got the options there without comb, with comb. Then we got roll bar, roll bar U, roll flex, then back to roll bar. Then narrow tyres, standard, wide tyres, back to narrow. This is going to require 170 horsepower from your tractor, 5 meter working width and 10 mile an hour working speed. We then got the Xenos Porty, 5 meters working width, 10 mile an hour working speed, 170 horsepower tractor requirement. So you got without comb, with comb, and then back to without comb. Then roll bar U, roll bar flex, roll bar. That's your options on that one. That's going to be found under cultivators as well. Then again, cultivator, how do you say that? Tassap new. We'll go with that. So this is going to require 80 horsepower from your tractor. And yep, that's what your warning's for. 1.5 metre. Oh, 1.5 metre, dear oh dear. Right, 10 mile an hour working speed. Then you got without front equipment, with front equipment, and without front equipment again. And then you got without weight, with weight, 400 kilo. So it's going to tip over then. 800 kilo, 1200 kilo, 1600 kilo, 2000 kilo, 2400. Then without weight. Then with the front equipment on, you got deflector, no or yes. Then you got working width, 4 metre, 4.5 metre. So why is that saying 1.5 there? It's random. 6 metre, and then back to 4 metre. So that's a... I'm going to have to take that warning back. So it says 1.5 metre on the left hand side, but then it's got working width 4 metre, 4.5, then 6. That's a premature warning, that was. I'll take that one back. And we got the TASAP new again. This is saying, this is the 1.5. Right, this is the warning one. This is definitely the warning one. Right, we'll carry on. So 80 horsepower from your tractor, 1.5 metre working width, and a 10 mile an hour working speed. So you got without front equipment, with front equipment. Oh, it's the front equipment part. That's where you get your option. Right, got you now. Okay. So with front equipment, then you got without weight, with weight, 400 kilo, 800, 1200, 1600, 2000, 2400, and then without weight. And then this goes to 2 metre working width, 3, then back to 2. But then again, without that front equipment on it, it's just a dolly really though, isn't it? It's not really going to do much. Alright, we'll carry on. Then we've got the Rotanet control. So this is going to be classed as a weeder. So the options you got on there is rim colour. We can either have red or grey. 110 horsepower from your tractor, 6.5 metre working width, and 9 mile an hour working speed. We then got the Neolab Twin. 4 metre working width, 10 mile an hour working speed, and 210 horsepower from your tractor. We've then got the EcoNet Sugar Beet. Strange, why is that different to the Rotanet control? Is this just going to be for sugar beets? It does say it pulls out small and medium grown weeds between crops. Oh, so that's going to have the different spacing for your sugar beets, isn't it? Right, we'll carry on. 110 horsepower from your tractor, 6 metre working width, and 7 mile an hour working speed. We then got the Sunflower EcoNet, so obviously that's going to have the spacing for your sunflowers. So 90 horsepower from your tractor, 6 metre working width, 7 mile an hour working speed. And then we've got the EcoNet Maize. Again, it's going to have the spacing for your maize. Well, that's corn really, isn't it? It is in the UK. 90 horsepower from your tractor, 6 metre working width, 7 mile an hour working speed. And that is it for that pack. There's a lot to choose from there. I mean, that is strange on those TASAP now saying it's 1.5, but then you wouldn't pick that unless you had the attachments on. Alright, we'll carry on. Right, next up we've got the New Holland 40 Series Zebra. This is by AMG Gaming, 12.86 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under small tractors. So it's got a 75 horsepower engine to start with, 24 mile an hour top speed. And under configurations, you've got grey and blue as standard. You can have blue and white, then back to grey and blue. Usual shenanigans on the go with the wheel brands and the tyres. You can have front loader attacher, no, quickie, and yes. Okay, so no, quickie, and then yes. Surely shouldn't be no or yes. Not no, quickie, and yes. Alright, we'll move on. Then engine setup, so 75 horsepower to start with. 85 horsepower, 95, then back to 75. And change the rim colour to any one of those, white or silver. Or you can have black. Oh, that looks alright. So a small tractor for getting jobs done around your yard. Oh, that's alright, that is. Right, next up we got the Class Axion 800. This is by Smetty, 21.20 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under medium tractors. So it starts off with 197 horsepower and 31 mile an hour top speed. Got usual shenanigans on the go with the wheel brands and the tyres. You can then change the mud guards, yes or wides. We have front fenders, yes or no. Take those off. Side sign, no, yes, or EU, sorry. Then back to US, that puts the indicator stalks there. Back to no. Work light, standard, extra light, and then standard. So you've got beacon 1, beacon 2, and that's your beacons. Attachers, standard, 1600 kilo front weight, 3-point, then back to standard. Front loader attacher, no. Quickie, Hauer, class, and then no. An engine setup, so it starts with 197, then goes to 235, 250, 264, then back to 197. We change the main colour. We'll go with a blue. I like that blue. That's all right. That is. Then we'll change the design colour. We'll go with a green. Changes the grills on the front, and then the rim colour obviously changes the rims. So you go for whichever colour combination you want. I mean, that's all right, that is. Medium-sized tractor. Yeah, very nice. Alright, next up we've got the New Holland TM series. This is by Pepe978, 17.05 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these under small tractors. So it starts off with 124 horsepower and a 24 mile an hour top speed. So you've got configuration there. So you've got standard, 700 kilo front weight, front linkage, then back to standard. So usual shenanigans on the go with the wheel brands and the tyres. We've got design, New Holland 2002, New Holland restyling, and back to the 2002. Then you've got without fenders, front fenders, and then without fenders again. Front loader attacher, no. Quickie, Hauer, and then back to no. Then engine setup, so 124 standard. Then you've got 131, 144, 155, then back to 124. We'll change the main colour. No, we won't. There we are. You can have red or blue. Change the rim colour. We can have grey, beige or black. Yeah. Another small tractor. Obviously they're good for getting the yard worked on. Very nice indeed. Right, so our last mod for the day is the Lizard Rumbler van. This is by DD Mod Passion, 10.54 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find these under cars. So we've got these two here. So we've got the standard Rumbler van and then the standard long wheelbase. Excellent. Okay, so it comes with 300 horsepower, 74 mile an hour top speed, and you've got options here. Now, according to the website, it says, and I quote, specifications for short version, capacity with automatic loading and unloading. So we've got egg version, 7,050 eggs. Milk version, got 2,040 milk. Wool version, 2,750 wool. And then we've got big bags, 3,000. So that's going to do your wheat, fertilizer, oat, lime, pig food, seed, road salt, barley, canola, sorghum, sunflower, soybean, maize, mineral feed. Whew, that's a list. Then you got tanks. It'll do your liquid stuff, so your fertilizer, your herbicide, and your silage additive. And then there's a miscellaneous one. So we've got the option with the miscellaneous. You can have none or with decals. You can put the stickers on the side. Then we change the main colour. We'll go for any one of those. Then the design colour, we'll change that to yellow, is the rims. Now all the options are the same on the long wheelbase version. The only difference is with the miscellaneous version, it then has 3 pieces, so 3 pallet full it can take. So let's come out of that. We'll start it up, give it a bit of a toot. So if we do LB and right stick left and right, opens up the side door. LB and right stick up and down opens up the left hand back door. So spin around the other side. RB and right stick left and right opens up the side door. RB up and down opens up the right back door. Now it says on the long wheelbase version that it should take 9,040 eggs, 2,720 milk, 4,000 wool, 4,000 big bags, 6,000 litre tank. Now I've got the egg version here, and I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. I've got a pallet of eggs there, and it's not auto loading. Now I tried it earlier on and loaded it in with a forklift truck, and that's fine. But however I approach this pallet of eggs, it doesn't load in. I don't know if it's me that's doing something wrong, or if it's just not working properly. And I've reversed over a pallet. I've tried this. I've got a chicken coop on the go, and it didn't work off of there, because I thought it might have been, you know, if you buy the pallet out the shop, it doesn't work on those. But even with ones we've produced in our production chain animal scenario, it didn't work on those either. So I don't know if the auto load is for PC or it's just not working for me. I mean, even on there, the options that you do on the LB and the RB, it's just given for the opening the doors. There's no loading options, which is very strange. Maybe it needs an update. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. We'll carry on. That's the last mod for the day, so that's it. Done and dusted. Drop it in the comments below which one's your favourite, which one you're thinking of using. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, it's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.